Good morning, friends. Welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in selection MCQ series for BFM, and today's topic is objective questions on risk management in BFM. Risk management is an important topic from CAIIB point of view. Complete module B is dependent on the risk management. So follow this video till the end. Okay, let's start. The balance sheet risk may result in means what is this balance sheet risk basically? What do you mean by this? See here, balance sheet consists of what? Assets and liabilities, right? Asset and liabilities. So what is the balance sheet risk actually? It is if assets and liabilities don't match each other. So that is basically the risk. If my long-term liabilities, okay, are bigger or bigger than my long-term assets, then I am at a risk. If my long-term liabilities are smaller than the long-term assets, then also I am at a risk. If my current liabilities are bigger than my current assets, then also I am at risk. So everything should match. Here, understand one simple logic about this balance sheet. Here, there are always four parts of the balance sheet. One is current assets, current liabilities, fixed assets, or LTL we call it, fixed assets and fixed liabilities. Generally the rule is these two should match each other, and these two should match each other. Generally I'll tell you, okay. If there is a mismatch between these two, you are at a balance sheet risk. Okay, so what happens because of that may result in interest rate mismatch. Here this will result over here, current asset and current liabilities. Okay, even in long term it can affect. If I am having a FD of 10 years and a loan of 10 years, okay, and that the interest rates are different, then it's a problem for me. Means they are not adjusting as per my NIM, then it's a problem for me. Liquidity, this will result in over here, current asset and current liability. If there is a mismatch in this this current asset and current liability position, there will be a liquidity gap for me. Then forex, foreign exchange. Now forex may come in over here also, over here also. Forex may be a part of this current asset also, fixed asset also, current liability also, fixed liability also. It can be anything, depending on what type of contract have you taken. Contract, okay. So if I have taken a contract of less than 1 year, it can be for this short term. If I have taken a contract for more than 1 year, it will be for the long term, right? So that's why the balance sheet risk may result in interest rate mismatch risk, liquidity risk, forex risk, and all of these. So the answer is what? Yeah, it is all of these, correct? It is all of these, because balance sheet, if there is any mismatch in anywhere, it will result in your liquidity position and basically your all these three elements. Which of the following is not a transaction risk? Okay, what is the transaction risk basically? Transaction risk means when I do the transaction, it can be anything. It can come out as a legal risk, it can come out as a this operations risk, or it can come out as a settlement risk also. So which of them is not a transaction risk? Okay, mismatch in assets and liabilities, credit risk, price risk, or instrument risk. Now understand important part. Okay, transaction relates to what? Transaction relates to what can be the failure in transaction. One, it can be other party can't pay. It can happen, no? Suppose if I do the transaction, I sell something to somebody, that's a transaction, and the other party is not able to pay me. So that is what? That is a part of credit risk. Okay, credit risk is of two types, remember. Okay, one is country risk and second is counterparty risk. CP I'll call it, counterparty. Okay, so it can be that also. What can be the other risk? Transaction risk. Suppose if I do the transaction but my system doesn't work, system, so that can be what? That can be ops risk, operations. Okay, operations risk. So it can be anything. But if there is any let's say Ukraine and Russia war going on, okay, so that is what? Is that in my hands or is that related to this transaction? No. But because of that, what will happen? Because of that, the bond prices here, because of, I'll give you a simple example of Russia-Ukraine war only. Russia-Ukraine, okay? Yeah, let's give this example only. Because of this, what happens? The bond prices have gone up. Yeah, bond rates, interest rates have gone up. Because of this interest rates, what has happened? The prices have gone down. These two are always inversely related. So this is type of what? This is type of market risk which is not in your hands. So that's why, remember, this price risk, interest rate risk, these are not in your hands, and these are the part of market risk. So the correct answer is what over here? Mismatch in assets and liabilities, that's a part of my credit risk. I have to balance it. Alco team has to do it, right? Credit risk, obviously that's a part of my transaction only. Price risk, this is not in my hand. So this is my answer. I want what? Not, right? So this is my answer. Price risk is a part of market risk. It's not a part of any credit or ops risk, okay? Everyone, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting all the premium study materials plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever you need for clearing CAIIB, you'll be getting it over here. Okay. So do download it right now, and also click on the if you have downloaded it, click on the classes and go through the classes as such. Free classes are available, some of them. Okay. Then the features of price risk are. What are the features of price? Just now I told you price risk means if the interest rate goes up, bond interest rates, price will always go down. That is the basic logic of bond prices, okay? And everything depends on bond prices only. The features of price risk are: number one, it includes risk of loss due to change in value of assets and liabilities. That's okay. Change in value. Value means what? Price. Okay, so it includes change in price of assets and liabilities. It includes market risk due to fluctuations in the price of assets in the market. So fluctuations in price. So this is also a part. This may happen on account of issuer risk, which depends on the financial strength of the issuer. So can this happen? Yeah. Yeah, can this happen? Means it involves. So can this happen over here? This may happen on account of issuer's risk. Issuer means the one who has issued it. So price risk will definitely be the point over here is, if the issuer defaults, definitely the price risk is there. For example, let me give you an example. Credit Suisse. Just now you heard this, Credit Suisse. This bank was purchased by UB, right? UB. This bank was purchased by UB at what rate, do you know? UB Bank. Less than 10% of the overall value. All the bonds were purchased, everything was purchased. Less than 10% of the actual value. So this was an issuer risk. Credit Suisse faced the problem, so immediately UB took it. Okay. So this may happen on account of issuer risk, which depends on the financial strength of that issuer. If the issuer means Credit Suisse didn't have that much financial strength, it had huge leverage. So that's why it went down. So the correct answer is what? All of these. Right? Clear? Which of the following contributes to instrument risk? Instrument means bond. See here. Suppose if I am having this FD in my hand, FD is an instrument. Suppose if I am having bond paper in my hand, bond, it's an instrument. I am having a currency note. Currency note is also an instrument. Okay. So anything, any promissory note or bond or anything which I am having is an instrument risk. So which of the following contributes to instrument risk? The nature of hybrid instruments in the market, fluctuations in the market condition. The prices of various instruments may react differently from one another, and all of these. So what can be the answer? What do you think is the answer over here? The nature of hybrid instruments in the market. Hybrid means what? Equity can be converted to debt, debt can be converted to equity. That is called as hybrid. means risk can be converted to lesser risk. Okay, so that is the point. Okay, so it contributes, which of this contribute? It contributes over here. If I am having some hybrid instrument, that instrument is very less likely to fail. Okay, suppose if I am having some bonds, okay, I'll give you an example. I am having some bonds and these are hybrid bonds. So in hybrid bonds, what will I tell? I'll tell that I'll convert it to equity once once the maturity occurs. Okay, so this is known as nature of hybrid bonds. Okay, so A can be the answer, B can be the answer. Fluctuations in the market conditions. If the market conditions fluctuate heavily, then what happens? Once the markets fluctuate, what you can do is the rate of the bonds will go down. Okay, the prices of various instruments may react differently. So various bonds will react differently as per their requirement, isn't it? And as per their financial strength. Yeah. Okay. So the correct answer is D, all of these. Okay. Now, everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting all the updates for JIB and CIB and various YouTube sessions, free YouTube sessions. Okay, so go for it right now. Click on the bell icon. Definitely do that, because whatever is available free, grab it fast. Okay, which of the following is not a part of liquidity risk? Not, remember this, not a part. So lack of liquidity of an instrument or asset in time. So lack of liquidity means I don't have enough money when I require it. The financial strength of the instrument means the strength of that instrument. The loss may occur due to fluctuations in the market price at the times of liquidating. So market price fluctuating. So any of these can be the answer. In fact, liquidity, lack of liquidity is also here. Now understand, we want not, okay, not a part of liquidity risk. So this can be the part of liquidity risk. So this is true. We want false. The financial strength of that instrument can be. Let's see. Loss may occur due to fluctuations in the market price at the time of liquidating. Now this part over here, this is definitely true. Okay, because this becomes a part of market risk and it is a part of liquidity risk. Only this part is doubtful. What? Financial strength. This financial strength of the issuer is mainly credit risk. Why credit risk? Although it may lead to liquidity risk, but it is basically credit risk. Like same example of Credit Suisse. Okay, Credit Suisse was once the bank, just 4 months back, right? They refused to take Adani bonds, stating that we give zero value to these bonds. And what happened to Credit Suisse bond? Zero value within next 3 months. It happens. It's a karma. Okay. So the financial strength of the instrument is a part of credit risk. It's not a part of liquidity risk. So the answer is false over here. And this is what I require. Risk arising from adverse business decisions, improper implementation of decisions, and lack of responsiveness to industry changes is called as what? See here, this is a long-term risk, basically, long-term. Okay. For example, I'll give you an example over here in this regards. Let's take the example of Nokia phones. What happened to Nokia phones? Gone now. Kodak company. Kodak. What happened? Gone, right? Kodak Films company it was, right? Many companies have gone. Why? Because they didn't see the future. You have to see the future. Take proper decisions. Implement those decisions. So that is called as what? If you don't do this, that is called as reputation, strategic, operational or management risk. It is called as, reputation is different. It's a newspaper, something comes in against you. Operations is you are part of this basal part, okay? And management risk, okay, this is also internal part, but strategic risk is an important part. Because if you don't foresee the future correctly, you are definite to give lack of response. You will be wrong in your business decisions. You will be doing improper decisions. Okay. One for your homework. Risk associated with portfolio is always less than the weighted average of the risk of individual items in the portfolio. Due to means basically, in suppose if I am having 5 shares, 10 shares, let's say, okay, 10 shares, or why give this example, mutual fund. If I invest 10,000 in mutual fund, the risk is less, whereas if I invest 10,000 in a single share, the risk is more. Why? Because mutual fund invests in variety of shares. Okay, all the shares won't go down at one time. That is the question over here. So why is this the risk investment in mutual fund better than this in the individual stock? Because the diversification of risk, fact that all the accounts in the portfolio will not behave in unidirectional manner, the fact that all the risk in all the accounts will not materialize simultaneously, only A and B. Now check this answer yourself. Okay. Before going, let me come to this batch. Okay. Importantly, I'll tell you. Let me show you the batch as such. Okay. Go to Adda 24/7. One sec. Gone. So this. Click on Adda 24/7 live. Okay. Click on JIB and CIB. You'll see CIB 23. Click on CIB 23. Okay. Clicked. You'll see the batch over here. CIB 23. Okay. Click on this English batch. Once you click, see the details are over here. What are the dates, what are the timings, what are the study plans, everything is there, everything is available. Okay, so click on this, click on more offers. Look at this, more offers. Put the code Y432, click on apply. Look at this, 80% off you are getting. 23,999 reduces to 4,799. Such a huge discount. Immediately apply for this batch because exams are nearing. Only 2 months remaining for CIB now. Okay. Also, I would suggest go for the Mahapacks. In Mahapacks, what are you getting? You are getting 15 plus batches. Okay. Let me show you the Mahapack. Go to the front page itself. Click on JIB and CIB Mahapack. Okay. Clicked. Click on CIB ka Mahapack. Clicked. See this. In CIB ka Mahapack, you will see the details. 15 plus batches for ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all the 4. Okay. Plus, you'll get that other details as such. Ebooks are available, tests are available, everything you are getting. Now click on this, click on more offers, put the code Y432, Y432. Click on apply. Look at this, 80% off. 34,999 reduces to 6,999. Right? Such a huge discount you are getting. So go for it right now. Okay? I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, bye. Everyone keep studying and importantly join the batches because discounts are on, exams are nearing. Okay?